31 book reviews in 31 days. We are on day 23, and this book was absolutely great, and that is Lies Like Poison. Guys, this one, I was like, I didn't think it was going to be that interesting because I'm like, okay, this plot is a bit twisted, but I really enjoyed it. So it's about four friends. It's Lily, Poppy, Raven, and Belladonna. They're four friends, and Raven's household is not the best, and so what they plan is to essentially the stepmother of Raven. So they're just like, we're just going to take, three flowers, the flowers of our name, because those flowers are essentially poison, and we're going to put it in her tea, and we're going to brew it and then unalive her. And I'm just like, for young kids, this is suspiciously dark. But they got cold feet, and so it didn't happen. But then Raven got sent off to like this private boarding school, and then 3 years later, his mother still ended up dead. And the only thing left over is like Belladonna in the tea. So obviously Belladonna gets arrested. Like this, come on. And so it's a lot happening, because at the same time this happens, Raven is coming back from boarding school. And goodness me, guys, the drama in this book, it was insane. You have the fact that they are no longer a friendship group. Like, everything kind of broke apart, especially after Raven got sent off. It's kind of like he was the one keeping their friendship together. And then one person from the very beginning, like the very onset, is introduced as a liar. I'm just like, what type of, are you trying to trick me? Because immediately I'm not going to think that you did it, because come on now. You're introduced as a liar. Obviously, you're innocent. Let's be real. And then as we go throughout the book, we're going, between the past and the present, which made for really good storytelling in this book, because I'm just like, okay, they're giving us little clues bit by bit by bit. And then some characters are extremely manipulative, and it really just makes you suspect them from the bat. But then at the same time, you're just like, how much of this manipulation is due to your trauma, and how much is this because you might be a sociopath? It's really kind of like, ooh. And then the more you kind of engage with these characters, the more you're starting to doubt that any of them could be murderers, but at the same time, you suspect all of them. And then when you start to get the hints of who might actually have killed Raven's stepmother, you're like, okay. Now I really feel for everyone. This book was doing a lot. It was doing a lot because I couldn't guess what was happening, but also I felt for every single one of these characters, especially after Raven left, because we get like a bit of, insight into what their lives have been since that happened, since they plotted that whole, plot. And even like just some of the things that they were going through, even when Raven was still with them. And you're just like, you know what? I really feel for it. So this book is one of the ones that really tugs at your heartstrings. It actually addresses a lot of issues. So honestly, really, really good book, because one thing it did is that as it was addressing all, this variety of issues, it wasn't kind of like, throwing facts at you or just, inserting issues just to insert it. It really just flowed well. And one thing I will say with the flow, this book sometimes had moments of just incredibly beautiful descriptive language. I say all the time, like, a book that's overly descriptive, I can't get with it. I'm just like, you're just trying so hard to be extra for no reason. Like, yes, you're a writer, but we don't need to know it. But this book didn't do that. It was descriptive in a beautiful way that didn't overwhelm me or didn't make me think that the writer was pretentious. So I honestly enjoyed it. And then at the end, guys, when the end gets revealed, a lot of things happen. And then when we get to the actual end, like, okay, consequences, repercussions, what are they gonna be? You're just sat here like, well. But I will say, I enjoyed it. I was actually really surprised that I enjoyed it as much as I did. But it was well written. Like, the storytelling was really good. The characters were confusing because they were sympathetic but also kind of crazy, and so you didn't really know, should I actually have sympathy for this character? But you did. And then the mystery really confused you, because you really couldn't, you had to hedge your bets. Genuinely, you did. But when we got to the end, you're just like, I get it. This makes complete sense, and this is actually a vibe. So truly, guys, be sure to pick it up. Lies Like Poison. It was a really, really good read. And it was a really quick read as well. I was enjoying having these quick reads because I'm like, yes, yes, I have books to read and I really want to suck it all in. It did give me a bit of kind of like overload at one point, but who cares? So yeah, this was definitely a really, really great thriller. And I would recommend that people would watch it, especially if you like the classic like thrillers that have been coming out lately, like One of Us is Lying. It's definitely like along those lines. Be careful when I say that, but it's really, really good. So yeah, do be sure to pick it up. And of course, be sure to come back tomorrow to see what else we have been reading, what else you should pick up. I'll see you guys soon.